customer needs serving.
So serve him.
I'm sorry. Want a quiet word with Steve? It won't be a minute.
Does anybody fancy counting the change in the charity bottle? Find out how much we need to make this check out for.
I'll do it.
Oh, thanks. Great.
Oh! Any chance of a drink?
With you in a minute.
Could I leave a few minutes early? Only my neighbour's cat, Cynthia, you know, the one that's poorly, he needs feeding.
Yeah, sure, you know, we're not busy.
Well, she's certainly not.
Oh, actually, Poppy, I've changed my mind, sorry.
No problem. Blanche?
Were you about to have a drink?
Actually, I don't know. If you were asking me last night, mind, you know, with Michelle going, everything just seemed a mess. I owe you a bottle of sherry, by the way.
You drank a bottle of sherry?
No, smashed it. If I hadn't smashed it, then...
Come and have a cup of tea with me and your dad. Come on.
Oh, you're back soon. Peter, hi. Everything all right?
Not really.
Not Simon?
No, he's having his tea at Ashley and Claire's. It's me. I want a drink.
But you haven't.
If you wouldn't have come in the pub when you did, I would have had a couple of whiskies and I would have been building up to taking a bottle home.
But you didn't, though. That's good, surely.
No, Dad, God is being able to have one drink, just one drink. But I can't do that. And I'm scared. Last night, Blanche left a bottle of sherry and I nearly drank it. I mean, I wanted it, like I don't know. And I smashed it in the sink. And then I got a dishcloth, you know, to mop up the dregs. I was actually going to suck it through a dirty dishcloth. I mean, I didn't care about the glass or anything.
What stopped you?
Was Simon.
It's all right, Peter. We'll help you. It's going to be okay. I promise. Incredibly proud of him.
For smashing a sherry bottle?
But not a drop touched his lips, that's the main thing.
Yet.
Look, he admitted he needs help. He wouldn't have done that 3 months ago.
It were a convincing performance, I'll give him that.
Mother, that is a terrible thing to say.
I know, and I hope I'm wrong. But I've seen alkies before. They do all sorts to cover their tracks.
So what are you saying? Once an alcoholic, always an alcoholic?
I'm saying we don't know what he got up to after he left here.
I rang him last night, twice. Once at 8 o'clock and then again at 10. He was stone cold sober.
Yes. And how long do you think he can keep it up?
Well, I don't know, but he's been man enough to ask for my help, and I'm going to give it to him.
Yeah, but what can you do? You're not a doctor.
I don't think it's medical help that he needs. Peter drinks because of his demons. He's got serious psychological problems. And I'm going to boot up my laptop.
Your answer to everything.
Well, that's as far as you get.
Well.
Is something the matter?
Did you know Randolph Scott were a gay?
Oh, I might have heard the odd thing.
There's some very odd things in here.
Well, there's nothing wrong with homosexuality. The only shame was he had to conceal it. And down the years, well, a lot of performers...
Don't patronise me. I'm not naive. I had Liberace pegged from the off, and that's fine. But Randolph Scott, he were me heartthrob. I queued outside the Gorment in all weathers for him. Wasting me time, I was.
So, what are you saying, Mother? That if he'd been straight, you two might have got it together?
Who knows? Biographies. They shatter all your illusions. Tommy Cooper were a miser. Bing Crosby were a dope fiend who terrorised his nippers. And as for Errol Flynn... No. I've done with biographies.
So, you know, I thought, well, I may as well come and take him home.
Hello.
Hiya, son.
Hiya, Dad. We're nearly finished. Look.
Hey, well done.
You're back early. Finish in time for happy hour, did they?
Yeah, we weren't expecting you for a while, yeah.
Well, I was over in no time, you know. My name's so-and-so, and I mean, you know what. I mean, how long does that take to say?
You didn't go.
I did. I looked in. It's not for me, all right?
Oh, Peter, you should have given it a chance.
I did. I listened to a few of them say the piece, and I felt like a fraud. It's like a human drips tray, that place.
And you didn't feel at home?
Do you know what? I don't need this. All I wanted from you was a bit of support. But no, why get your hands dirty when there's an easier option?
That's not fair.
Come on, Simon.
Peter, wait.
No, there's nothing to say. Oh, actually, there is. My name's Peter Barlow, and I'm a single dad, and I'm doing the best I can. So, can you have him tonight, then, please?
Why?
Because I have to go somewhere.
I wonder where.
Look, I don't have very long, Dad.
Towels will be on in a couple of hours.
Oh, Mother, will you give it a rest?
Look, can you mind him or not? Only I can't take him with me.
Well, yeah, of course we can look after him, but at least tell us where you're going. It's late.
I know it is. OK, you be good for your granddad. Good lad. I have to go.
Oh, is this him? Well, you're up early. Could you not sleep?
I've been up a while, believe it or not, Blanche.
So, why weren't you around here seeing to your son?
Who was desperate to see you. He nearly didn't go to school.
Getting over your hangover, were you?
No,
Listen, Peter, this just can't go on. It's hopeless.
No, I know.
You're a disgrace. I shall say it if they won't.
Look, can I just say...
I mean, it's not fair on Simon, let alone us.
And what about your health?
Just hang on. Just hang on a minute. Just listen to me. Just 1 minute, please.
We've listened to you before.
This morning I was at the doctor's. Last night I went to a meeting. You know, for people like me. Addicts.
Yeah, well, we know that.
You walked out of it.
He's had that much to drink, he's forgotten what he's already told us.
What I'm trying to say to you is, I went back. I went back and I said those words that I hadn't been able to say for a long time. Because I wouldn't admit the truth, would I? Well, now I have done. And I'm going to say them again in front of you. My name's Peter Barlow, and I'm an alcoholic.
Well done.
Very good indeed. Well done.
Thank you.
Saying is one thing, doing something about it is another. Do they think we're cretins?
Who?
Them folk on the telly box. The questions they ask on these phone-in quizzes are ridiculous. I refuse to give them me money.
You don't pay the telephone bills, Blanche. I wasn't expecting you back, love.
I need a ciggy.
The answer is A, Meryl Streep. Oh, rats. I forgot to leave me name and number.
What's the matter?
I am so stupid.
It's taken you 50-odd years to realise that. Oh, hallelujah.
I thought they might be offering me a promotion.
Well, what did he say?
Who?
My manager.
The one with the nose?
No, the other one. Turns out they're having a bit of a reshuffle.
Right.
Have you been sacked?
Not quite. 6 jobs are turning into 4. So we've all got to reapply.
Oh, no.
I know. I felt sick when he told me. I still feel sick.
But your work record there, it's good, isn't it? I don't think you've got anything to worry about.
I do. You're hardly ever there.
I'm on flexi time.
And who wants to employ a 53-year-old?
54.
This gets better.
I mean, up and down the country, how many people are in the same position as you?
And is that supposed to make it easier?
Well, I mean, no one has a job for life anymore. I don't know, I suppose there's no reason why council workers should feel any safer than anyone else.
Oh, yeah. And where are your caring left-wing socialist principles now, Ken Barlow? You whose favourite topic of conversation used to be the ragged-trousered philanthropist. Where's your solidarity now?
Well, that's slightly below the belt.
Something wrong?
Deirdre has to reapply for her job, and Kenneth couldn't give a monkey's.
Oh, Blanche, please.
No, she's got a point.
So, are you ready then? Sorry to hear that, Deirdre.
Oh, well, at least it means I can come to your meeting with you now.
Oh.
Meeting?
Yeah, Peter's going to an open meeting, and Deirdre and I are going to offer him support.
Oh, you won't like it, Blanche. It's just a load of people sat round in a circle talking about their problems, that's all.
Anything's got to be better than loose women.
My mum became the licensee of this pub. We were dead excited about it at the time because it meant we were going to have to live in, and the upstairs flat was dead nice. But, well, you know, looking back, that's where the rot set in.
Go on, Ross. You're doing really well.
To try and escape a fella's advances. Late at night, I used to come downstairs and help myself to the stock. I worked out that if I lay on the back bar, I could press the optics and the booze would just pour straight in my mouth, and then nothing hurt anymore. I was pretty much powerless over alcohol, and that my life had indeed become completely unmanageable. See, I've got the jargon. Then I was only 12 steps away from serenity, and with God's help, or whoever it is up there who's keeping an eye on me, that's how I want it to be for the rest of my life. And it will be.
Have you finished?
Yes.
Can I ask you something?
Well, we don't...
They say that alcohol loosens the tongue. Well, you must have talked 10 to the dozen with drink inside you. Or did you get tanked up in order
Mother!
to... What?
Don't be so rude.
Well, I think he needs telling. I've never heard so much self-indulgent whinging in all my life.
Blanche.
Is there some correlation between how boring you are and how much you drink?
Blanche, what we normally do at this point is let other people in the group reflect on what the speaker's just said.
And what am I doing? Chewing corn for gummy parrots?
Ross was just trying to help those here with a drink problem to see that they're not alone.
I'm surprised no one's fallen asleep. I thought my tea tasted funny. What did you lace it with? Pro Plus?
I found it very illuminating. Sorry, my name's Melanie and I'm an alcoholic.
Hi, Melanie. Oh, hi, Melanie.
No, I did. Found it really interesting.
You want to get out more. Wait till you try bingo. You'll hyperventilate.
I am so sorry about my mother.
I'm only speaking the truth.
Melanie.
Thank you, Ross. I got a lot from that. I always do when you speak.
I've said all I've got to say.
Oh, well, Howard. I'm Ken, by the way, and I'm here supporting my son, Peter.
Hi, Ken.
Hi, Ken.
I was fascinated listening to your story, and it helped me to reflect on, well, how I can help Peter from now on. Hope this doesn't offend you, Ross, but I think what was lacking from your life was trust. After what your stepfather did, well, he wouldn't find it easy to trust any grown-ups, and as you got older, your peers.
I think you're right, Ken.
Yeah, but trust in any family is vital. Deirdre, I'm trying to be honest here.
Honesty and trust. Two things you're a world expert on, eh, Ken?
Ken recently had an affair with an actress. Oh, it wasn't Nicole Kidman or Glenda Jackson. She lived on a tugboat.
It was a barge.
Is there any wonder why I drink?
Drank, Peter.
Thanks a lot.
Been very upset, Deirdre.
No, I'm used to it.
Well, she's hardly Snow White.
Is this really relevant?
There's no need to be embarrassed, Ken, Deirdre. Everyone in this room's messed up. The reason we're here is because once upon a time we hit rock bottom.
Yeah, well, it's over now, so...
Is it? There seems to be a lot of residual anger flying around, if you ask me.
We didn't.
Look, we're here to talk about your drinking. Oh, well, Peter's drinking, not air our dirty linen in public.
Well, maybe Peter's got a point. Maybe the way this family works has contributed to his drinking.
Well, it didn't make Tracy hit the bottle.
No, but it made her hit her boyfriend with a blunt instrument.
Your sister's inside for murder.
Oh, they didn't need to know that.
No, I'm not using that as an excuse. I mean, I like drinking. I love it, in fact. I mean, that's why I can't get enough of it down my throat.
Past tense, Peter.
No, he's right. The past is the present. We all carry around with us things from the past that have hurt us and...
Blurted out in totally inappropriate situations.
Yeah, well, maybe I've had enough of you making out you're some bleeding heart do-gooder, when in actual fact the only person you care about is yourself.
Grossly unfair.
If it's how Deirdre feels.
Thank you, Rob.
Ross.
Careful, she'll be coming on to you next. They're like a pair of swingers.
Maybe we should move on to someone else.
Yes, you'd like that, wouldn't you? Anything but talk about it.
I tried to talk about it with you, but you'd have none of it. Well, we've made up for it now, haven't you? Couldn't talk to me in private. Oh, no, had to make sure that my humiliation was as public as possible.
Well, it isn't exactly the bar of the Rover's return, is it?
Just as well. This lot a bit foaming at the mouth.
I'm not totally comfortable with this lady being here.
I'm not totally comfortable with your halitosis.
She's not going to be very helpful to Peter's recovery.
Oh, shut up. You don't know anything.
Deirdre.
Do you know what? I've had enough of this. I need a drink.
Says it all.
Come on, Mother. We're going.
I must apologise to my family. I'm hijacking the meeting like this.